Good evening and welcome to CBC Tonight. I'm Angie Link.
And I'm Veronica Ola. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's special episode on cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying is a growing issue that is affecting teens, parents, and school systems across the country. Bullying has always been a common problem for students during the school day, but with the rise of social networking websites, the bullying and harassment can continue even when the students go home.
During the past decade, cyberbullying has become a nationally recognized threat to young teenagers because it allows bullies to stalk and harass their victims from their own home by simply using a computer and an internet connection.
Cyberbullying is a form of teen violence that can do lasting harm to young people. Bullying statistics show that cyberbullying is a serious problem among teens. 42% of teens have been bullied while online, and 1 out of 4 have had it happen to them more than once. It is very important that more people become aware of cyberbullying so teens and adults can help prevent some of its tragic events.
As you can see, cyberbullying is not a one-size-fits-all kind of term. There are many types of cyberbullying, and there are multiple ways of doing it. You can be digitally abused by sending mean messages or threats to a person's email account or cell phone, spreading rumors online or through text, stealing a person's account information to break into their account and send damaging messages, and posting hurtful or threatening messages on social networking sites or web pages. To make matters worse, it's known that bullying becomes more severe as students grow older. Tonight, our news correspondents will be providing some in-depth coverage of cyberbullying and the devastating consequences that can result from it.
Now let's go to Destiny Edwards, who is live from Florida, covering a Facebook cyberbullying case.
Thank you, Veronica and Angie. I'm Destiny Edwards, live from Florida. Tara Wynn, 15, and Mackenzie Baker, 16, have been arrested after allegedly cyberbullying a classmate by posting obscene pictures and comments on a Facebook page. A mother, another student at the same Florida high school, became aware of the fake page and notified authorities. Following an investigation, the two girls have now been charged with aggravated stalking of a minor under 16. When asked by Wynn's mother what made her hate the victim so much she would be so mean, Wynn replied because nobody liked her. She also added that the fake Facebook page which built up 189 friends across several schools because she thought it would be a funny joke. Florida police said the victim was not aware of the page, but later told teachers she had been subjected to numerous incidents of teasing and ridicule because of it. Lee County School District spokesman Joe Denzelli could not comment too much because the investigation is still ongoing, but added these students will face disciplinary action from school. Reporting live from Florida, back to you, Veronica and Angie.
Wow, Angie, what a tragic story.
I know, teens can just be so cruel these days.
Now let's tune in to Kristen, who's in St. Louis, reporting on a similar story.
Thanks, Veronica and Angie. I'm currently outside of Megan Marr's house in northwest St. Louis. Lori Drew created an online character, Josh Evan, who lived 4 houses down from Megan Marr, a 13-year-old girl. Marr died believing that somewhere lived a boy named Josh Evans who hated her. This character was 16 years old, he had a pet snake, and she thought he was the cutest boyfriend she'd ever had. On October 15, 2006, the boy she believed to be dating, Josh Evans, started becoming mean to her. He called her names and insulted her. The next day, the final message that Evan wrote to her said, "The world would be a better place without you." Megan ran into her bedroom closet where her mother later found her hanging from a belt. She was 13 years old, and it wasn't until 6 weeks later her parents found out who the real Josh Evans was, Miss Lori Drew. Josh Evans was created on MySpace and used in a hoax against Megan. Now let's take a look at the interview with Megan's parents.
Previous to that, we thought it was children. Our mission was going to be get the word out that, bullying, we were going to try to do that. Once we found out it was the family, we then went to an attorney. We were told to keep quiet about it. We were told the FBI was going to investigate it. So there was a long investigation. After we found out they did the long investigation, the FBI said that they couldn't do anything, the local police couldn't do anything, nobody could do anything. It was just kind of our hearts were broken.
This just shows that cyberbullying is a huge issue, and it's important that people become aware of it so that teens and adults can help prevent some of its tragic events. I'm Kristen Hellier from St. Louis. Back to you, Veronica and Angie.
Thanks for the update on Megan's story, Kristen.
Last week on CBC, we discussed Phoebe Prince's heartbreaking incident. Ray Davis is reporting from Phoebe's school in Massachusetts.
Hey, I'm Ray Davis, live in Massachusetts, where Phoebe Prince attended school. Phoebe Prince was 15 years old, and she fell victim to cyberbullying. Through social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter, she started getting bullied a lot by 3 girls in her class because of a relationship she was having with a football player. And one day, it all finally came to a head. On January 14th of 2010, after a day of harassment and taunting, followed by a final incident in which a student threw a can at her from a passing car, she went home from school. After she arrived at her house, she committed suicide. She hung herself in a stairwell of her family's apartment, and her 12-year-old sister came in discovering the body. After her death, many crude comments were posted about her on her Facebook memorial page, which were all removed. And that is another tragic instance of cyberbullying. Back to you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray. It's so upsetting to see that tragedies like this are still happening, even after high-profile cases like these have occurred.
Now the question is, how can we stop bullies and get through to the actual people who are doing the cyberbullying?
If you are a victim of digital abuse, here are some ways to prevent it.
Don't reply to hateful or hurtful messages from anyone. Block emails, text, instant messages. Change your settings on your social networking site.
Tell someone you trust immediately, like a parent or counselor. You can report it to the site you've been attacked on, like Facebook or MySpace.
This was your CBC special on cyberbullying. I'm Veronica Ola.
And I'm Angie Ling. Thanks for tuning in to CBC Tonight.
Have a great night.